Assalamualaikum and good morning to our lecturer, Dr.Ily Amalina Binti Ahmad Sabri. We are from Group 7 of subject CSF3501 Software Engineering Basic. Today we would like to present to you about system proposal of online food ordering system.
So, this is our group team members. We start with Nur Khairani binti Adnan S60263, and then Nick Muhammad Akil bin Razaki S60264, and then me, Muhammad Firdaus bin Ahmad S47491, and then the last one Nurul Shakira binti Azian S58482. This is our content about what we want to represent to you.
I'm going to talk about the introduction to the system. First is the background of the system. In the past decade, network and wireless technology has grown rapidly. It has been making a massive change on the way of people have been communicating. The change in the technology has affected many industries, including food and beverages, F&B industry, and this can be seen within the innovation of online food ordering services that is enhancing the effectiveness of the latest technology. Nowadays, online food ordering systems are widely used around the world. This is because people have becoming busier with their life and they do not have enough time to cook or eating out at a restaurant physically. The innovation of application for online food ordering has been allowing them to still enjoy the food that they crave despite being busy. For our project, we proposed the development of an online food ordering system with great features to enhance the experience of using the system for future customers. Now, I'm going to talk about the scope of the system. This project is focusing on the people that are busy or want to save time from going out or have obstacles to go eating out at a restaurant. These projects are built to make it easy for them to order the food at their fingertips and make payment with or without cash. This also built with purpose to optimizing the control over online order for admin and the user. This will involve admin of the restaurant to manage the system and customer will make order and update their detail. For admin, which is the owner and the staff, they can track down every orders that they get from the customers. The user can make order with just a few steps, as well as customizing their orders to request additional preference. The scope of this project will involve admin to manage the system and get order and customer who will make the order and update their detail. The assumption of this project will be accepted and used as best as it can benefit to all the admin and customers. This project will include admin login, customer login, admin dashboard that has overall functional rights, customer details, and order details. Now, let's talk about the current existing system. The current existing system requires customers to come to a restaurant and order food manually. In order to eat at a restaurant, they have to go through hassle of driving out to the restaurant, need to find parking, as well as need to wait in line before being served. Their order will be taken manually by the waiter, which sometimes the waiter is not writing it right if the customer is making any additional preference, making the food that comes to them is not similar to what they want. While some places already been receiving payment with credit card or e-wallet, there are still many places that haven't upgraded their payment system yet and only receive cash. For the owner, now they still track the orders from customer manually. They also analyze the progress of their business based on the record written manually by the staff on the physical files. Now let's talk about the feasibility study. First is technical feasibility. The system will eliminate the use of paper and pen to take order. Staff will see the update of the order from the main computer or devices used by the restaurant. This will prevent the waste on paper, which can help in terms of environmentally friendly by reducing the usage of paper. The chance of making mistakes, such as probability of losing the order if any employee mistakenly losing the order paper, also can be prevented. It also will allow the staff to serve the customer with minimal delay compared to when taking order from customer manually. Next is financial feasibility. The cost of equipment for taking order will be reduced as well as cost of paying staff as less employee will be required to take order manually and other management work. The system will calculate the amount that customer need to pay accurately without mistake. The owner can analyze the information stored in the database to observe the profit and loss of the business with accurate data. Next is market feasibility. The system greatly following accordingly to the latest trend of online food ordering system. The uses of mobile devices in this industry has become wider and developing day by day as people have becoming busier and mobile devices has become the key to do any purchasing via internet. In the future, online food ordering system will become available everywhere and the market will be growing drastically year by year. There are millions of potential customers as almost everyone in this world is using mobile devices which can lead them to become potential users. Businessmen that are running food business will use this opportunity to grow their business and stay updated to the current trend of using food ordering system to lessen the gap between them and the customers. Lastly is organizational feasibility. This system will provide more convenience to employees and customers. Customers can make orders anywhere and everywhere and minimize the time required for order processes. For every orders that being placed, the detailed information will be stored in the database, which is to be analyzed further to see the progress of the business. The staff can also check again the previous order if they need to solve any misunderstanding or misleading incident if any incident or complaints occur. Next is problem statement. First, time management. Staff need to take some time to take order from every customer, bringing the order to the kitchen and informing the kitchen staff about the order. The owner need to check many documents to observe the total profit and the progress of a restaurant. Lots of energy are used to calculate and keeping the record to make sure profit and loss are well recorded for future reference. Secondly is paper waste and environment. It also makes paper waste because when they are taking order manually, usually the waiter will write the order on a paper or small notebook to be given to the kitchen. To keep the data in a physical documents, we also use a lot of paper. A lot of paper will be wasted and then after that, they also will throw or burn the paper. It will make environmental destruction, damage and air pollution due to burning of paper. It also causes deforestation to become worse when a lot of paper have been used because like we already know, paper are usually made from trees. So when a lot of paper needed, many of the trees will be cut to continue the production of paper. Thirdly is the staff. It takes a lot of staff, such as waiter, to take order from each customers, manager to do the management work, and janitor to clean the restaurant to work at a restaurant that focusing more on physical customer that come to the restaurant.
Now I talk about functional requirement. Requirement analysis. In analysis phase, interview will carry out with potential user of the proposed solution to gather and collect useful information for the proposed system. System requirements such as user requirement, software, and hardware requirement will be generated and based on the system requirement, project scope and objective is defined. For the first one, functional requirement is order management. The system shall let the user to place an order for the customer and then the system shall prompt and ask user to verify the order that have been placed. The system shall allow user to add in extra remark regarding the order, and then the system shall allow user to void the order that mistakenly placed or exceptional case occur. Reporting management. The system shall generate a report that based on the time period that customized by user and then the system shall retrieve related information from the database and generate the report to user. And then menu management, the system shall allow only allow management level user to edit the menu card information by having an authorization login checking. The system shall allow user to update their menu card information. The system shall save the update menu card information to database. So this is our use case diagram for food ordering system. So we can see that the customer can place order, then also submit order, and then can make payment and receive the receipt. The admin in this figure refer to manager or staff. This is activity diagram for place order. So we can see that the place order, customer can view menu, place order, and submit order, and then update to database, and their order will verify. And then this activity diagram for update menu info. The admin will log in, shows record that need to update, and then update their info. And then the system will ask for confirmation, either the confirm update or not. This is activity diagram for add menu info. So admin will log in the system and request to add menu info and input or require and necessary detail, and then submit the menu info, and then the system will validate the required field, and then if all required field is filled up, the system will save the record, but if not, the system will notify user the required field is blank. This is activity diagram for delete info. The admin will log in the system and look for the info that want to delete, and then delete the record. So the system will prompt user for a confirmation. If confirmed, the system will update and save the record. If not, the system the delete info will the info will not delete. This is activity diagram for make payment. The customer will request to make payment, and then the admin prepare payment detail, and then the system calculate payment transaction detail and generate the bill. After that, the customer pay the bill, and then the admin receive cash and credit payment. Then the system will save transaction and generate receipt. So the customer, it will provide transaction receipt to customer. This is activity diagram for generate report. The admin will log in the system and select the specific date, and then the system will generate the report. So the admin will view the report. This is a sequence diagram. Sequence diagram show object interaction arranged in time sequence. It depicts the object involved in the scenario and the sequence of message exchange between the object needed to carry out the functionality of the scenarios. So this is sequence diagram for place order, which describe how user can place order in system. So that the stakeholder interest is customer and admin, which customer want to place an order and then the admin want to validate customer's order and save to system. Sequence This is sequence diagram for update menu info. So the use case describe how to manage update info, which is admin wish to update some outdated menu info. And then this is sequence diagram for add menu info. This use case describe how admin can add menu info using system. The normal flow of event, admin first add the admin login to the system and then request to add menu info to the system. The admin key in all required and necessary detail to the system and then submit the menu info to the system. And then the system will validate the required field. If any required field are blank, the system will notify the user and save the record. If not, the system save the record also. This is sequence diagram for delete menu info. The admin will log into the system and then look for unnecessary info that want to delete. The admin will click delete button to delete the unnecessary info. The system will prompt user for the confirmation. If admin click cancel button, the info will not cancel button, the info will not delete, as the system will save the record to the database. This is sequence diagram for make payment. For this use case, the primary actor is admin. This use case describes how user can make payment using the system. So the flow start with customer request to make payment, and then the admin prepare the payment detail by using the system, and the system calculate the payment transaction detail based on the customer order, and then the system generate the bill for customer. The customer pay the bill according to bill printed. The admin and then the admin receive cash or credit payment from user. The admin save the transaction using the system, and the last one, the system generate receipt for the customer. This is sequence diagram for generate report. This is last use case that describe how user can print report using the system. So the admin can log in to the system and then request to generate particular report, and then the system generate the report, and then so that admin can view the generated report.
I am going to explain about non-functional requirement. For the first non-functional requirement is reliability, the ability of the system to act constantly in a user-acceptable way when operating within the environment for which the system was considered. For the second non-functional requirement is security. First, secure the retrieval of personal data and customer information. Then, the system must verify the username and password in order to log in and make exchange to the system. When the personal data customer is secure, the customer will feel satisfied when their personal data are protected. Third, for the type of non-functional requirement is performance. For the performance, the system should allow user for placing an order in a short length of time. And the system also have to finish execute for invoice process in a short period of time, so that when the performance is good, it will make the process for the customer to make an order become easy.
Now I will talk about the system architecture for the online food ordering system. Layer architecture will represent the system. The first layer, start from the top, is to represent the web interface when the user enters the website. That is the function that is available to the user and the staff in the website. The third layer is all management in online food ordering system. The last layer is all about database where all the data is stored, including the payment management. The database structure is where all the website data is going to be recorded in organized order based on the data acquired. The figure shown is all functions available to the user, including for the management and the staff. When user open the website, they will be greeted with screen with available choice they want. After the user select any choice, the login screen will pop up. After that, the user can place order in the place order screen where they can select what they want to eat and the quantity of the food they want. Submit order screen will pop up after the submit order button is selected in the place order screen to confirm the user order. The payment screen will show all the order that the user has been selected to ask the user to pay for it. The menu manager screen is for when any staff want to add any food to the food selection. Add new food screen is to add new food with relevant details such as price and the image of the food. Setting menu screen will display multiple choices such as add new user screen will show up when the button for is selected. Add new user screen will ask the user details such as contact number, password, name, and email address. Report menu screen is for when any staff want to report anything such as daily sales and to cancel any order that the user want to cancel.